Washington Post reported that you first learned about the information on Anthony Weiner's laptop, new Clinton emails, in late September, early October. This was confirmed with some of your top people. And yet it wasn't until October 28th, dangerously close to the election for any prosecutor, when you decided to disclose this in a letter to Congress. You said your reasoning for disclosing these emails was because you thought concealment was disaster, too important to keep this under wraps. How did that news about the new Clinton emails not set off alarm bells in late September, early October for you?
Yeah, I don't know exactly, and because I can't remember clearly how it was first mentioned to me. I think it was the first week of October, somebody said something that there might be a connection between Anthony Weiner and the Clinton emails. And I think the reason I don't remember it clearly is, how could that possibly be, right? Anthony Weiner, it's a sex case. How could that have anything to do with Hillary Clinton? And so I just don't remember focusing on it. And I'm sure I assumed that if it means something, someone will come and tell me about it. And so if I had indexed on it, and then they came and told me about it in great detail on the 27th of October, if I'd indexed on it the way I did on the 27th, the first week of October, I'm sure I would have reacted in a similar way, which is, we've got to understand what this is. But I don't remember knowing about it, and in that level of detail. And I don't know exactly why. One of the things I write in the book is, because I can't go back and interview my former colleagues at the FBI, and I'm hoping the Inspector General will lay all this out. What was going on during those few weeks? Why did it take from the beginning of October to the 27th of October to sit down with the director and say, look, here's what we have? I just don't know the answer to that.
During this time period, there were press inquiries, there were rumors that agents were going to leak this information because they felt that the agency wasn't moving to reopen it, or wasn't moving in the weeks before the election. How much of a pressure point was that for you or your deputies?
I don't remember that being a pressure point at all. Like, you would think it would cut the other way, it would make things move faster. And I do remember that last full week of October, like Rudy Giuliani in particular on TV saying something was coming. I had no idea what he was talking about. And that makes sense, because I think he said that on the 26th of October. It's the 27th when I get briefed on it. And I still don't know to this day whether he was actually getting information from inside the FBI. But the prospect of a leak was actually not a factor in the decision I made on the 28th to notify Congress. Loretta Lynch and I subsequently had a conversation about that, where she said, would they feel better if it leaked on the 4th of November? But it wasn't the reason that I made the decision.
You asked Loretta if she'd feel better if it leaked on November 4th?
No, she asked me. She was, because we've known each other a long time, she was consoling me on the morning of October 31st and gave me a hug, which is awkward when you're hugging a giraffe, but it was, she gave me a hug, which is a wonderful thing, and I think she could tell I needed it. And then she said, would they feel better if it leaked on November the 4th? And I said, exactly, Loretta. And I think what she was saying to me was, your decision actually wasn't that important, right? Because had you not told Congress that we'd gotten a search warrant, somebody would have told somebody, and it would have come out later on.
A sealed search warrant?
Yes.
Okay.